It's now day 3 of the new PoE League, and you've made it to POE2's Endgame. Here's 5 tips that I wish I knew earlier that can skyrocket your character and Atlas progression. If you're stuck in early maps or farming inefficiently, this could potentially save you hours. Map boss farming, specifically running these tiles that contain a map boss with your highest level waystone. These almost certainly will upgrade the level of your waystone after you kill the boss, making you able to leapfrog from tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3 all the way up to tier 15, in potentially 15 maps. Now, I'd say give or take 3 or 4 waystones where it doesn't get upgraded, but in my personal opinion it almost always guarantees you to upgrade your waystone. This is quite unprecedented in Path of Exile. Even in number 1, I've never seen such quick Atlas progression like this. However, if you couple this with doing your quests and completing corrupted nexuses by doing the map bosses near them, you can leapfrog your whole Atlas progression, guys, and gain Atlas passive points and waystone levels at the same time. My second tip is to go to this left side of the Atlas tree first. Unlocking magic pack size and extra numbers of rare monsters increases the overall drops and XP gain throughout your map. Going up here second to grab local knowledge increases that extra bit of juice that you might get from running the biomes that you don't necessarily want to run. One of the reasons that we don't need many waystones in order to progress our Atlas is because we can always buy them from Doriani, and doing maps that don't have a map boss doesn't matter what waystone level you're doing it. You can do it at level 1 and then make the boss one have your highest level waystone and it will upgrade it. So it doesn't matter about our sustain of level 1 waystones. We're only interested in tier 15 and above. This is because at tier 15 is when the best items start dropping in the game and a lot more currency also starts to drop. Another thing that I'm going to sneak into tip 2 is to sell your items, guys. There's no point hoarding items in Path of Exile 2. If your items aren't selling on the instant buy shop, get rid of them. Just quick sell them to a vendor for gold and move on. Also, when you're running a map, do not identify items during the map with wisdom scrolls, guys. Make sure your inventory is clear. Get rid of all of the extra chalk that you've got in your inventory that you don't need. Pick up items to fill your inventory, and then as soon as you get out, Alt click or Control click Doriani to make him ID everything. Quickly glance at the items. If you think they're sell, put them up. If you don't sell them to the vendor. Don't keep your items up for days at a time for like 1 exalt and it's just blocking up your trades. One of the reasons we do this, guys, is so that we're not hanging on for that 1x trade that might come next week. We want items to go in and out of our inventory fast. We want to be efficient. Another thing to do this is with currency too. You don't want to be holding on to currency. Get those upgrades spent as soon as you have the currency to do so. Make sure you know what you need to upgrade next in your gear. This tip is really important, guys. Splash cash for your build power. If you're stuck on Ascendancy passive points 1 or 2 and you're in tier 15 maps, that's a problem. You're going to want to be 3 at least and getting to 4, or if you have the currency to do so, potentially even consider paying someone to run it for you, invite you in at the end and grab all of your passive points, guys. Even if you're unascended and you pay someone to run tier 4 for you, it'll unlock Ascendancy passive points 1, 2, 3 and 4 for you to collect. This grants the biggest boost to player power that there is in the game, bar none. Other than that, spend your currency on your items, make sure you know what you need to upgrade, make sure you're researching your build a little bit more now you're in the end game. You're going to want to make sure everything's capped, reses are capped, you're getting your evasion if you're an evasion build, you're getting your energy shield if you're an ES build, and you're getting your armor if you're a warrior. You're going to want to make sure this, guys, because it's very important going into the next steps that our player power is fucking huge to get the damage that we need. Let's talk about Precursor Tablets and the tower system in Path of Exile 2. This is our primary endgame juicing system. This is what has replaced Scarabs, let's say, from Path of Exile 1. You can use this earlier on in your progression too if you have dropped a Precursor Tablet that adds some map bosses to the surrounding area. That's obviously useful to get your waystones up if you have got to this point of the video and you haven't done so already. However, in the end game, we're going to want to overlap lots of different mechanics. We're going to want to add Breach, we're going to want to add Expedition, Delirium, Corruption to our maps. And what we're going to want to look for is a big area where there are multiple towers overlapping. And even more so this league, if there are abyssal maps, as that one at the top left is. Abyssal maps contain, well, cracked version of Abyss, let's say, the new League mechanic. All of the mobs are already in the map, and if we could triple overlap Precursor Tablets onto that map, it's going to be insane, guys. Trust me. Lineage support gems. Now, these were newly added this patch and are something that I wish I looked into before getting to maps, as I did drop a divine, and the one that I do want now that's insanely priced high, it's like 10 divines, is the Rakiata's invert elemental resistance lineage gem. That's something that I really wish I did spend my one divine on to buy earlier and add into my build. However, it's something that I'm now just going to have to chase as its price is hiking. There is something for everyone out there, guys. It's not just Lightning Arrow Deadeye that want to use these lineage support gems. Every build will want to use some of these. They're pretty unique. Some are really cool for like warrior and stuff like that, and some are build defining in the case of Rakiata's or the +1 or skill level gem. Anyway, guys, now moving on to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope some of these tips helped some of you. If it helped just one person, that would be more than enough for me. Please leave a comment if you did learn anything from this video, or if there's anything that you think I've personally missed out that you might have learned from going through the endgame, or if you're more experienced than me in Path of Exile 2, something that I might have missed out or misjudged. Please let me know in the comments. Leave this video a like and consider subscribing if you like Path of Exile content. Not just Path of Exile 2, but 1 as well. So, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.